Well, back to US politics now, and the campaign has been completely upended this morning following the withdrawal of Joe Biden from the presidential ticket. It is a situation of the Democrats' own making, though, but is it terminal? Well, let's go to DC, and joining us live is Will Marshall. He's the president and the founder of the Progressive Policy Institute. Will, thanks for your time. So he held on, critics say selfishly, but why do you think he's chosen now to move on?
Well, I think the pressure just built and built ever since the unfortunate debate at the end of the last month, and a lot of people just lost faith in his ability to carry the banner of the Democratic Party. And it was an agonizing decision, obviously, for the president. But I think he made the right call, and he's getting a lot of praise for having done that. And I think you're going to see his popularity shoot up over the next couple of days because he's acted patriotically to try to enhance the prospects that Democrats are going to keep Donald Trump out of the White House this November.
No doubt there'll be a sugar hit. That's always the case. But now, when do the first polls start emerging that will point to potentially, more likely, Kamala Harris v. Donald Trump?
Well, they'll start emerging any second now. We have a robust polling industry, so don't worry about that. There'll be plenty of polling. I think it's a little early to speculate about Kamala Harris, though, because even though the president has endorsed her, there are a lot of Democrats who aren't crazy about that and would like to see an open convention. We haven't had anything like that in the United States for quite a while now, but it's certainly possible. Remember, this is a party matter, not a legal matter.
Yeah. Sorry, Will. When time is of the essence, though, I mean, the convention's another month away. That's another lost month in terms of prosecuting the argument. Surely you need as much time as you can, right? With the candidate leading into November, you need as much time as possible.
Well, not when you're running against Donald Trump. We already know what the argument is. He's unfit to govern. The guy can't even distinguish fact from fiction. So it's not as though the Democrats need a longer period of time to prosecute the case against Donald Trump. What might occur to Democrats is that they need more time to look at some other candidates, look at some other opportunities, and and not just anoint a successor, but actually have a process by which some other people could throw their hats in the ring. But that's the big question. Will anybody do that? Is there time for somebody to do it? Is a named Democrat going to step forward and gamble everything on 2 or 3 weeks, trying to get out there and make a case for his or her candidacy? And we don't know yet.
Who would you like, Will?
Well, there are a lot of great governors, and what this party really desperately needs is a generational shift. We got to pass the torch, as everybody's saying these days. We have a lot of really great governors. Wes Moore in Maryland, Gavin Newsom in California, Jared Polis in Colorado, Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan, Andy Beshear. So we have talent and a lot of young, robust governors who are doing great things in their states. And I think any one of them, given some time, could beat Trump. And remember, we have a whole fall campaign. So it's really just a compressed period where, we have to sort out who's going to get a nomination. But I'll tell you one thing that's funny. Donald Trump is sitting over there. He's mad as hell because anytime anybody takes the spotlight off of him for even 3 seconds, he thinks it's a grotesque injustice. And so, he would not like the Democrats, stealing the spotlight from him right now with an exciting process by which 3 or 4 or 5 really new faces would have a chance to run around the track a few times and see what happens.
So, look, it's often said that the VP, it's symbolic. It doesn't really mean much unless something were to happen to the president. But looking at the last 4 years or so, or even less than 4 years, what has Kamala Harris actually achieved? Because she had one job, which was the southern border, and that has not worked at all.
Well, she was given a tough portfolio by President Biden. It wasn't really to manage the border, as the Republicans are saying. It was to inquire as to why we were getting such a surge of migrants right now. But no one is pleased, really, with what the Democrats have done on the border situation in the last couple of years, and that includes what the President Biden has done. But one thing she has done has been the point person for the party on abortion, on reproductive freedom.
Yeah.
And one thing, Republicans are behind the eight ball. They've taken a position that has no majority support in the country. And in fact, working voters, working class voters, only 6% of them support an abortion ban. So the Republicans are way out over their skis on abortion. And she's been charged with pressing the argument to America's women, and not just to women, that this is an attempt to impose a minority view on a country that just doesn't believe that abortion should be illegal.
Nope, that's true. That's a big policy difference between the two.